The Enigma of Velaria. The world of Velaria is a lush, untamed wilderness where nature reigns supreme and the boundaries between reality and magic are fluid. Ancient forests stretch endlessly, with towering trees whose bark shimmers like silver under the moonlight. These forests are home to countless mystical creatures, from glowing fireflies the size of sparrows to giant, elegant stag-like beasts with antlers made of pure crystal. Rivers of molten gold wind their way through the land, their light casting an eternal golden hour glow across the vibrant greenery. Far in the distance, jagged mountains stand tall, their peaks lost in the clouds, where it is said that the gods themselves once dwelled. In the heart of Velaria lies the Sanctum of Everlight, an ancient and mysterious structure where the world's magic is concentrated. The Sanctum is a floating fortress, suspended between earth and sky by invisible forces. It is carved from an iridescent stone that seems to shift colors with the passing hours, sometimes blue like the sea, other times pale as dawn. Surrounding it are massive waterfalls, their waters pouring endlessly into the sky rather than the ground. The Sanctum is a place of power, home to the Watchers, an ancient order charged with maintaining balance in Velaria. Orin Starfell. Orin is the leader of the Watchers, and though he carries the weight of great responsibility, he is a patient and thoughtful man. He is driven by a deep love for Velaria and a desire to protect its delicate balance. While he is a capable warrior, he prefers to avoid conflict when possible, relying on his sharp intellect and keen diplomatic skills. Orin is haunted by the memory of a failed mission that resulted in the loss of a close friend, and this failure drives him to be overly cautious at times. Selene is a master of wind magic, and her personality reflects the element she wields. Unpredictable, quick to act, and often distant. She is fiercely independent and has a rebellious streak, often questioning authority and taking matters into her own hands. Beneath her aloof exterior, however, is a deep sense of loyalty to her companions, though she struggles to express it. Her past is filled with secrets, and she is haunted by a mysterious loss, which fuels her desire for vengeance against those who have wronged her. Aric Thornblade. Aric is a warrior through and through, with a straightforward, no-nonsense attitude. He values strength, honor, and loyalty above all else, and has little patience for deceit or cowardice. Though he may seem gruff and intimidating, those who know him well understand that he has a heart of gold and is fiercely protective of his friends. His past is filled with conflict. Once a warrior from a northern tribe, he left his people after a betrayal that cost him everything. Now he seeks redemption, though he rarely speaks of his personal motivation. The Sanctum of Everlight hovered in the twilight sky, casting a radiant glow across the land below. Orin Starfell stood on one of the fortress's balconies, gazing out over the shimmering landscape. The air was thick with magic, and the distant roar of waterfalls filled the silence. Yet despite the beauty of the scene, a heavy sense of unease weighed on him. "You're thinking too much again," came a voice from behind him. Selene Windrider approached, her cloak billowing around her as if caught in a breeze only she could feel. Her eyes glinted with amusement. Orin sighed, turning to face her. "The Sanctum feels off. The balance is shifting, and I can't shake the feeling that something is coming." Selene arched an eyebrow. "You sound paranoid." "Maybe," Orin muttered, "but you felt it too." Before Selene could respond, the sound of heavy footsteps echoed through the stone halls. Aric Thornblade appeared. His warhammer slung over his back, his brow furrowed. "You're both right to worry," Aric rumbled. "The earth speaks of change. Something is stirring beneath Velaria, something old and powerful." Orin's eyes narrowed. "Then we need to act. The Sanctum can't be left vulnerable." The trio descended from the floating fortress, their path lit by the golden rivers of Loomis below. As they moved deeper into the wilderness, the lush forests grew denser, the trees towering above them, their leaves glowing faintly in the fading light. Strange creatures flitted between the branches, their eyes gleaming with curiosity. At the edge of the forest, they came upon a wide clearing. Here, the land had been torn asunder. Massive cracks spiderwebbed across the ground, and from the depths of the fissures, dark tendrils of smoke rose into the air. "Whatever this is, it's spreading," Selene whispered, her eyes scanning the horizon. Aric knelt beside one of the fissures, his hand hovering above the cracked earth. "It's worse than I thought. This isn't just a tear in the land, it's a tear in the fabric of magic itself. Orin's heart sank. The sanctum won't hold if this continues. We need to find the source. Their journey led them deeper into the wilderness, where the land grew wilder and more untamed. The once serene rivers of Loomis were now turbulent, their golden light flickering as if struggling to stay alive. The air grew thick with the scent of burning magic, and the sky above darkened, swirling with unnatural storm clouds. At last they reached the source, a massive crater pulsing with dark energy. At its center stood a figure, shrouded in shadow, its form barely discernible. The figure's voice was a low, guttural growl, filled with malice. "The Watchers have grown weak," it hissed. "Velaria will fall, and I will claim its power." Orin stepped forward, his bow drawn. "Not while we live." The figure turned its gaze upon him, its eyes glowing with a sickly green light. "Then you shall die first." Leave a comment below if you'd like to see part 2 of this video. Thank you for watching.